All units, please respond. We got a 7467. Two idiots spilling the tea about their neighbors.
Welcome to Crazy Rich Neighbors.
The Black Widow.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hey, Oops, that was your line.
That's okay. You take it, boo.
Hey, magnificent bougie crew and murderous seer and trolls.
Got a question, a comment, or a buck wild neighbor story? Do hit us up on 239-300-7276.
Want to sponsor our show? Well, drop us a line at info@crazyrichneighbors.com. And a big bougie thank you to Podcast Junkie Studio right here in Boca Raton, Florida. We love it here.
Yes, period. And do check out our mugs. We ain't doing too bad for two middle-aged chicks. I heard, like, you know, there's a niche.
With 5 heads.
So do check us out on Crazy Rich Neighbors YouTube channel. Smash that like button, subscribe, share, okay? And welcome to the hood, to our new Bougie Crew members.
Indeed. Our Wacko of the week takes us back in time to the chilling escapades of Judias Buenoano, also known as the notorious Black Widow of Florida. Mm-hmm. Judias spun a web of deceit and murder that stretched over decades, ensnaring those closest to her with her lethal precision. That's juicy.
Yes.
But first...
Hello, ladies.
Hi, darling.
How are we?
Welcome
Good.
to the hood.
It's nice to be in the table round with you.
Yes.
How's our doe-eyed drummer boy this week?
Feeling dough-eyed and
Oh,
good.
doughy-eyed.
Doughy-eyed.
Now, did you get some since we saw you last, or what? Or is it just the vitamins?
It's the vitamin. I love these vitamins. I'm
Holy
feeling
shit.
like I'm feeling great.
God, I gotta take some of those. I
That's what I'm
want some
saying.
of that.
I'm telling you,
know.
a little vitamin B and
Remind us of what that's called?
It is called Recharge.
Yes. Okay. By Nutri
Plus.
Plus.
Nutri
Yeah.
Plus.
No, I feel really good. I feel very on point. I've never taken Adderall before, but I feel like if I were to, I feel like this is what it would feel like. I feel very like I'm ready to produce your show and do everything else in between.
Are you going out tonight?
Yes.
Do you know what? Tonight I was thinking about staying in.
Well, you're kind of on flag, so...
Yeah, but then at the same time, I'm like, what am I
What am I
gonna
gonna do with those
Yeah, I was
energy?
gonna say, am I gonna sit in bed and
Just twiddle with the diddles?
Oh, Lord.
I'm saying, I don't, yeah.
If he's bored, what else are you gonna be doing? It's bed.
Watching TV?
Oh no, child, you stay like
How
us.
much is your Comcast bill?
Oh my god,
that's so funny. No, but tonight, I think I might just chill.
Have a little you time?
Yeah, a little
That's
U-turn.
nice. Good for you.
Okay.
I was thinking.
I wish I could be alone and have a little me time.
Me too, Queen.
Girl, that would be. I mean, not for an extended period of time.
No,
but
like a day.
yeah,
Day is nice.
yeah.
All right,
Then,
well.
when the husband is gone more than a day, I miss him.
I know, and then I can't sleep
I
when
can't
mine's
sleep- I
away.
know,
And then I'm
yeah.
up watching shit on TV, and it's weird.
It's a
And then I'm
slippery
like, is this
slope.
house haunted? Like, and I'm all alone.
Well, you can always come over if you're scared.
Thank you,
Or I'll
boo.
come over and sage with you.
Thank you, darling.
That's so sweet also, by the way, like being like you guys have your space, but also you always miss your partner. Like that's also really
I do.
It's really beautiful.
One day is nice, and then after
Yes.
that, I'm like, well, shit, it's not the same around here.
I know,
Because
right?
they're your best friends,
They are.
realistically,
Yes,
right? I mean,
He's my
yes.
sidekick.
He's your sidekick.
They
So
get on our last damn nerves, but and vice versa.
I don't get on
but-
anybody's nerves ever. I'm a joy to
Girl,
live
yes,
with.
Queen. Total.
Every day.
total. But yeah, it's good, and I hope you find your
You
one
will.
very
Yeah.
soon. We have good hopes.
I'm hopeful as well. I think I'm just like you guys said, just don't look for it. Write things down for
Yeah,
myself.
just live your
and
life.
Just enjoy
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You got this.
Because I think, like you said, I'm gonna be doing the things that I like, and someone will be where I am doing things that I like.
That is
and
right.
So boom.
100.
And
Right
if
there.
she's 100 years old, then so be it.
Oh my gosh. No.
Please, maybe we'll go.
We want him to have a
Yeah.
baby.
I
Oh,
want
Oh,
yeah.
You gotta be true aunties.
Yes, yes.
So I got recognized, did I tell you?
No.
At Williams-Sonoma.
Shut up! In such a bougie spot, that's our target audience.
It is.
So I'm
it's
not
our
shocked.
people.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out, Patty.
Hey, what'd she say?
She's like, oh, hi. I know your podcast.
What?
I was like, thanks, girl.
Yes. Oh, shout out.
Yeah,
Thanks
it
for
was
listening,
fun.
Patty.
I love when that happens.
I know. It's crazy, girl. We're gonna blow up.
So season is here. They are among us. They have returned, all of the snowbirds.
Oh,
and you know how I
Lord.
know? Because all the damn drama is kicked up at the Palm Beach apartment again.
Oh no.
These people are so petty.
How's your like young, hot, uber successful tenant?
He's a good tenant. He has a girlfriend who's a lawyer. They both seem to be great, upstanding tenants.
Good.
So I'm very thankful. But these people in the building, like we had a very peaceful summer while everyone's away. You
I
can
haven't
tell
heard
they're
anything.
back. All the fighting has started up
Oh,
again.
God.
The emails are flying around, and the one is pissed because the treasurer is
Just
more
be rich and happy.
worried
you losers.
about her luggage being delivered than seemingly taking care of the building. And the other's mad because some bitch washed her car and sprinkled somebody else's car, and some other douchebag. He won't stop emailing. And it's not just like a paragraph. It goes on and on.
Oh
So he
my
said that they were
God.
talking shit about me at the recent meeting.
What?
And some other people. So I wrote back. Let me actually read y'all what
Oh
I
my
wrote back.
Gosh.
Hang on, let me find it. This guy, he likes to conjure up discord among people. He is a little bitch. And like I said, it's these wordy, lengthy
What the
emails.
hell?
So I wrote to him, Chuck, just because my email address is on the distribution list that the building manager and the board use to communicate with the owners does not permit you to contact me. You do
Good.
not have my permission to contact me via email, text, or phone. Any further unsolicited communication from you will be considered harassment
Good.
and will be treated as such.
Chat and boo.
What other people say about me is none of my business or concern.
Thank you. So what was he trying to like just stir up the pot and
Yes.
make you paranoid to think who could be talking about you?
Correct.
Not that you
sent
give
this-
a shizness.
He sent an email bitching and moaning like he always does, and then he listed all the unit owners plus their unit numbers,
What?
saying that we were talked about because we weren't at the owners meeting. Well, guess what,
Who
y'all?
the frick cares,
I
bro?
work during the day, and so does my husband. I can't go to your 2:00
Child,
builders
please.
meeting to hear y'all belly aching, and the shit you talk about is so
And
inconsequential.
this is not your life.
and
This is just
stupid.
one of your many investments.
It's an investment. I will live there when I'm 90, and I need a small place to live.
That's
Until
too far.
then,
Where you going, girl?
well, you can come with. It's a 2-bedroom. But until then, leave me out of this.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
They have nothing to do with their time.
I know. It's like even when I like do my freaking hobo walks in the morning, like people, I always like smile and like say like mild morning or whatever. People are so cranky.
Ew.
Like all of a sudden, like
What the
it's just
f-
like
yuck.
like you're walking, you're supposed to have these happy endorphins or whatever. It's just like crazy.
What the fish
Like
hook?
be happy, people.
Exactly. We live in a beautiful place.
No, like be
It's
grateful.
cold up north. We're
and
having
you're
great
outside
weather.
walking, and our
You're clearly rich.
street
You live
is
in our neighborhood.
beautiful. The sky is blue. The ocean is there.
You're in
the
good enough
sun-
health to go for a walk.
You're passing all these beautiful homes, all these green trees, and you're miserable. Like if you're not grateful and in a state of gratitude during that walk, during that moment, God help, I don't know what can make you happy.
Yeah, queen. I hear you.
Say it, say it, say it, say it.
Yep.
You guys, banana art sold by Sotheby's recently for $6.2 million.
Why did we not think of this?
I don't know, boo. It's like
It's a
literally
freaking a banana with duct tape.
banana. Exactly. Ben, are you able to pull up that?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely let everybody, all your bougie crews, see this.
Yeah.
That is some kind of bullshit, y'all.
It's literally a banana on like taped
Hung on,
with like
taped to a wall.
duct tape. It's
Silver, basic duct tape.
It was done by some conceptual artist named Comedian by noted prankster Maurizio Catalan, which is intended to be duct taped onto the wall. It comes with a certificate of authenticity and the installation instructions for the owners to replace the banana if they wish when it rots.
Well, you're gonna get hungry.
God, people, 5 minutes of rapid bidding that had started at
5 minutes?
At $800,000 ended when a Chinese-born crypto entrepreneur named Justin Sun placed the winning bid, besting 6 other rivals, which experts said was a sign that even a struggling market would spend big on spectacle.
The other 5 bidders were plants.
What?
They were just goading this stupid jackass that bought this into a high price. It was probably somebody that worked at Sotheby's.
Let me tell you, congrats for whomever pulled that into their existence. You know what I mean? Like I've been listening to a lot of different like schools of thought and the law of resonance and like trying to be more in my divine feminine energy and not this masculine chase energy, but more in a state of flow. Not that you're like, oh, I'm a trophy wife and just let things flow to me, but just expect that you put out your effort. Don't go above and beyond, but the universe will let it flow in. If you're like in a receiving mode and you're not so much, and I'm very much aggressive, go.
But as you say, you still have to put in a certain degree of energy. You can't just sit on your couch and wait for life to come to you.
No, but somebody is in a state of flow where they're like, I can come up with this, and it flows. Like I don't know.
It flew, baby.
I know. It's
you know, he put in some effort, right? He found the banana.
Yes.
He found the tape.
He set the intention.
He cut the tape.
Yes.
He stuck the banana to the wall with the tape.
Yes.
So he put in a little effort.
And more important, he set the intention.
He talked Sotheby's into having his art there.
And he set the intention.
I intend for some stupid assholes to send me lots of money. And I will work sort of hardish.
Yes. Ish. Yes. We're done with that. We're in a state of flow.
Yes, child.
So, what's our cocktail of the week?
Oh, you don't want to talk about the pee-pees?
Oh, God. Did we really feel like talking about pee-pees?
I thought you wanted to talk about pee-pees.
I did want to talk about pee-pees.
Okay, well, let's
Since
talk
we're
about
talking
the
about
pee-pees.
bananas.
It's a great segue.
Tell them about the pee-pees, boo.
Well, our favorite ragdailymail.co.uk recently published a story about average pee-pee size by U.S. state and where the men exaggerate the most. So not everything's bigger in Texas, y'all.
What?
Turns out Alabama has the biggest pee-pee size, followed by Louisiana and West
them
Virginia.
country
I think it's
boys.
because these country boys are high testosterone.
Yes.
They're not soy boys, snowflakes.
No.
Florida comes in at a respectable 8th place.
I'm shocked. Florida? maybe like the I'm so terrible with geography.
Central and Panhandle.
Yes.
I think they've got some manly men,
the country
hunty.
where they're more like country bumpkins.
Yes.
I think their testosterone flows
Yes,
there.
child.
Our side of Florida, I don't know.
No,
boo. No,
metrosexuals all the way, child.
Or cranky little crankies whose
shriveled up
pee-pees
pee-pees.
shrivel up because they're miserable AF.
And they have low T. Just saying.
I know.
If this sounds like you, it probably is.
Don't get offended if it's your husband. Child, please tell
Get him
to
some
take
T
a chill
replacement.
pill. Yes.
Hormone
Eat a
replacement.
Or just give Ben a call.
Or the
Give Ben a
Rizzler.
call.
The
The
Rizzler.
Rizzler.
Oh,
Oh.
I heard I know you're a big fan of nicotine gum, and you put me on. I'm loving this nicotine gum in the morning before my workout. But I had seen a segment somewhere online where somebody was talking about nicotine and how it has this stigma of being cancerous, in which it is not.
It's not.
And it's good for testosterone.
It is. And all of what is cancerous about cigarettes are all the preservatives and chemicals, not the actual nicotine itself.
So just a little.
We're not doctors.
Exactly. We are not. But ladies, if your man's struggling, give him a little bit of nicotine gum.
Or
Maybe
the
that might
patch.
that
Slap
might
the
put a little-
patch on
that
his
might
ass.
Put a little pep in his step.
Exactly. All right,
Yes.
Ben, do you have anything you'd like to weigh in on the PP rankings before we move on?
Yeah, here, just give me 1 second.
No, child.
No, I will say, I guess as you grow up, you realize I guess it doesn't matter the size, but it definitely does help.
Okay, and sorry to the folks in Nevada, y'all rank last.
What in Nevada? Really?
Sin City, honey.
Oh, okay. Probably too much.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
bottom
what.
3 are Pennsylvania, Missouri, and Nevada. Wah, wah.
I wonder how they got that. Like, do you think they just asked men, or do you think they got
probably
a
did a little survey.
survey?
I don't know.
It was a meta-analysis by Stanford University.
Interesting.
The researchers gathered measurements from 75 studies conducted between 1942 and 2021. They considered the measurements of 56,000 men.
Wow. And I just have to say, it's not the size of the wave, it's the motion of the ocean. Okay. So, honestly. Oh my God, you guys. Prince Harry and Meg's polo show is out.
Oh, who the
Did you
fuck
hear?
cares?
They said polo will explore the traditional field sport, offering an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the fast-paced world of polo, following elite global players as they compete in high-stakes U.S. Open Polo Championship in Wellington, Florida.
I love this voice. It's so funny.
That sounds so interesting.
It's so. Oh no, it sounds terrible.
Shook's gonna watch that.
Can DeSantis kick them out of our state,
Who
please?
is going to watch that?
Oh God!
Girl,
Talk about out
yeah.
of touch.
They're gonna do some bot streaming. Who the
Totally.
hell? Y'all, the average
Ugh.
American right now cannot afford gas and to feed their
groceries,
families and eggs.
exactly.
Okay,
These
it's facts. It's not lies.
2 dumb bitches.
And you think they give a fazzook about polo?
No. So when we lived in Bermuda, we lived in the first place we lived in for a couple of years was like a low-rise apartment building, and our neighbor down the hall was Lady Penny, and she was friends with Prince Charles, and she called Diana a horrible woman, and that's when I knew, screw you, Lady Penny, because I was always Team Diana.
She's not a girl's girl.
Anywho, Lady Penny was very stuck up, and she loved polo, and she'd call it it's ballet on horseback.
Oh God, those poor freaking horses.
And
These
her
tools.
husband was so hand-packed. I couldn't believe it, right? So they moved off the island, and at that point we had moved into a house with a cottage. So we let her husband, Cookie, stay on our cottage, right?
Oh my God, Cookie.
He was so hand-packed, Mia, that he ironed the sheets.
What? Was she so bougie? Why is her man ironing the sheets? Why doesn't she have help?
It was hard to get help in Bermuda.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why, they would steal or what?
No, because all the locals wanted the high-paying jobs in insurance and reinsurance.
Oh.
And there wasn't a big market for domestic help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
And
I get
it benefited the companies to hire the local talent for, the white-collar jobs.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay, that's interesting dynamic.
Lady Penny.
And
Well, Lady
Cookie.
Penny will be watching this dumbass show.
What?
Let's go watch
You
it.
think she does?
Yeah, 'cause
oh,
she's
the
friends with-
polo show.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Did you hear that Prince Andrew's getting cut off by his brother?
Good.
Yes, finally.
Good.
And he's trying to
Get out of that house.
King Charles is trying to kick him out of the big mansion
Because he wants it
and
for
put
William
him in
and
Frogmore.
Kate.
Yes.
And he should take Frogmore.
And he says he's not giving them the king wants to cut off his $2 million a year allowance just for being.
Well, apparently he's supposed to use some of that money for the upkeep of the home he's in, whatever it's called, lodge, and he hasn't been keeping it up. And he's got all of this stink on him from Epstein.
Oh, yes.
And I heard that Wills and Kate, this is a more appropriate home for them. They need the space with the children and their staff. And this little fizzucker could take Frogmore.
Brother, you have to move.
Ain't Christmas gonna be a hoot?
Okay. Oh,
The Royals, they're just like us.
I know. Totes. Yes. And our favorite sport.
Drinking.
Our bespoke cocktail of the week is the Black Widow, courtesy of liquor.com. Sponsor us, liquor.com.
Yes, bitches.
Yes. How do you make this, Boo?
You're gonna need 3 basil leaves,
Divine.
2 blackberries, 1.5 ounces of Blanco tequila, but we always say measure with your heart. 1 ounce of lime juice, freshly squeezed by your help. 1 teaspoon of agave nectar, and then for garnish, another basil leaf and another blackberry.
This is delightful.
Mm.
Have the help. put everything in a shaker, muddle the basil leaves and blackberries, and add the tequila, lime, and agave nectar with ice and shake until well chilled. Strain into a seamless cocktail glass over ice. Garnish with the basil leaf and a blackberry on a skewer. And if you smack the basil leaf, it'll extract
Release its
and
oils
release.
and scents and
Yes,
flavors.
just like the peppermint leaf.
Yes, queen.
Lovely.
Good job, people at liquor.com.
Cheers. That sounds
Cheers.
delish.
Totes.
Let's try this bad boy.
Okay. Mine tastes like Prosecco. Don't know why.
Oh, God, we did something wrong. Fire the
Miss
help.
Sheila.
Fire the help. Yes.
Okay. Judias Buenoano, born Judias Welty.
What a name.
It's a mouthful, gotta be honest.
Let's just call her Judy.
Let's do it. Judy. We hate Judys.
Oh, yes. Whatever happened to that freaking Judy?
She moved to
In her
Delaware.
hood. If you're listening.
Blech.
Bye,
Kim
Felicia.
Jong Judy. She was born on April 4th, 1943 in Quanah, Texas. Well, she had a troubled early life marked by poverty and instability. But you know what? A lot of people do, and they don't all become black widows.
Yes.
Her early years were difficult. Her mother died when she was a young child, and she was subsequently raised by her father and stepmother. The family moved a lot, and old Judy experienced a turbulent childhood. At 18, she married James Goodyear, a move that began her adult life and set the stage for the dark events that were later unfold.
So, yeah. So,
What happened
she
to the
was
father?
So they're okay. So going back to like the childhood, okay, all right. She literally, I don't know.
Did she have siblings?
Yeah, she had 4. She was the third of 4 siblings.
Okay.
And I mean, and the mother died when, like you said, when she was really, really young.
She was 4,
Okay.
so she was a widow.
I know, and that's really tough.
That is
you
really
know?
tough. You're a little baby still.
And her brother was like sent to live with the grandparents.
Oh.
Okay, so the family was really split up. I mean,
Yeah.
just to listen, like you said, it doesn't make, it doesn't give her excuses, but she had a tough go. But it sounds like other people have had tougher goes, considering all the shenanigans she's going to get into.
Oh, child.
So their father married, married to a woman with 2 sons of their own. And the 2 Welty children moved to join him and their step family in Roswell, New Mexico.
Where the UFO sightings were.
Yes, Judy was reportedly abused by her father.
Oh, no.
Okay, and her stepmother, who starved her and
Oh.
forced her to work as a slave.
Oh, no,
When she
no.
was 14, she spent 2 months in prison for attacking her father, stepmother, and her 2 stepbrothers. I mean, I
Oh.
might go buck wild on the family too.
Yeah, they sounded awful. I know, like, she really did need, like, a defense plea there.
Just to set the tone for what's to come from.
Oh,
Judy,
heck.
okay?
All right. So then when she was released, Judy chose to attend reform school where she graduated in 1960. We don't know if she had any incidents in that time. She became a nursing assistant and gave birth to a boy named Michael the following year. It seemed like a stroke of luck when the young mother caught the eye of a genial Air Force Sergeant, James Goodyear, stationed in New Mexico. They got married in 1962, and Goodyear adopted Michael, and the couple had 2 more children, James Jr. in 1966 and Kimberly 1967, born right here in Orlando while the father was stationed there.
So Goodyear returned from a tour of duty in Vietnam in 1971 and immediately fell ill from a confounding malady where symptoms included like piercing abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. Military doctors guessed that Goodyear had come back from Nam with an intestinal souvenir. He died on September 16th, 1971 in Orlando, Florida. His death was initially believed to be due to natural causes.
2 years later, she moved in with Bobby Joe Morris, a resident of Trinidad, Colorado. Well, Bobby died by poison in January of 1978, and later that year, she legally changed her name to Buenano, corrupted Spanish for Goodyear. Oh, see what she did there?
Uh-huh. Like erasing the trail. In 1979, Judy's son Michael became severely ill with symptoms including paraplegia.
Oh, shizeballs.
On May 13th, 1980, Judy took Michael out to a little canoe ride,
Oh,
okay?
no.
And whoopsies, the canoe rolled.
Oh, no.
And Michael, with no life vest and weighed down by his arms and leg braces, unfortunately drowned. Following his death, Judy then just went on to open up a beauty salon to keep herself busy and employed.
Like you do after the death of a child.
Yes, right away, moving right along swiftly.
Jeez. In 1983, Buonanno began a relationship with John Gentry. Run, John, run! Judy, possibly in an attempt to impress Gentry, presented herself as a former head nurse of a Florida hospital with a PhD in both biochemistry
Oh my
and
gosh.
psychology. Gentry treated this clearly high-class woman well, giving her a luxurious life as his girlfriend.
Period.
Big mistake.
Oh my gosh. Girl, back in the day, there was no internet. There
could
was
get
no
away
way to
with a
you could
lot
change
of
your
shit.
last name and start over.
I mean, the driver's licenses, you could make fake ones so easily.
Yes. Like now you can't get away with Jack
No,
Diddley
child.
What? Okay, somebody's always watching child. Big
Yes,
Brother and the
queen.
Lord.
Mhm.
Judy was a supposed former nurse, explained Gentry. The benefits of having. Oh, sorry. Can we start that over? Sorry, if you could mark that. Judy, as a supposed former nurse explained to Gentry the benefits of having a life insurance policy and convinced him to take one out on her, and she would do the same.
Gentry agreed, and they both had $50,000 policies in case anything bad happened. Judy also insists Gentry take vitamins daily, to which he also agreed. He complained that they made him feel ill, but Judy assured him he just needed to take more. He needed to double his dosage of the pills to counteract the nausea, because trust me, I'm a nurse. Wink, wink.
Gosh.
In December of 1982, John Gentry ended up hospitalized for nearly 2 weeks due to the dizziness and vomiting brought on by the so-called vitamins. But mysteriously, the symptoms disappeared after he stopped taking them.
Oh my God. Honestly, this was before Lifetime Movie Network, where we know every game from start to finish, right?
Exactly.
How to kill anybody has been mapped
shit.
out. If you watch a few Lifetime movies,
You
you
get the
might be
playbook, child.
poisoned.
That's right.
Gentry was severely injured when his car exploded. I guess the vitamins didn't work.
He needed an enema this time.
You guys, this happened in Pensacola, Florida. While he was recovering from his
Oh, he lived?
she was like,
She must have been pissed.
oh my God, dude. I think she probably tried to she probably set that bomb. She was like, these vitamins are not working.
I gotta speed this up, child.
Oh my God, don't they give antifreeze in all the Lifetime movies?
Yes, and
Antifreeze
it
in the
tastes good too.
coffee.
Not that I know, but
Oh, does it really?
yeah, that's why people keep drinking it. It's sweet.
Uh-oh. So while he was recovering from his injuries, police began to find several discrepancies in Judy's background. Further investigation revealed that on November 1982, she had begun telling her friends that Gentry was suffering from a terminal illness.
Oh,
Jesus Christ,
shizaballs.
so she was setting
Yeah.
the scene. I mean, but what the
The
heck?
disease was called Judy.
Oh, God, these Judys.
Authorities found the vitamin pills that Judy had been giving Gentry. Well, they contained arsenic and paraformaldehyde.
Woof.
Exhumations of Michael Goodyear, James Goodyear, and Bobby Joe Morris showed that all had been given arsenic.
Wow.
James Goodyear and Bobby Joe Morris were both found to have died of arsenic poisoning. Judy received substantial life insurance payments after each death. And finally, in 1983, she was arrested on multiple counts.
Finally. In 1984, Judy was convicted for the murder of her son Michael, God bless his soul,
Indeed.
and the attempted murder of Gentry. She received a 12-year sentence for the Gentry case and a life sentence for the Michael Buenoano case.
What an asshat.
Terrible.
In 1985, she was convicted of the murder of her first husband, James Goodyear, and she was sentenced to death for his murder. She was convicted of multiple counts of grand theft, which means the insurance fraud. She is thought to have committed multiple acts of arson, again for insurance fraud. She was locked up in the Florida Department of Corrections and Broward County's Correctional Institution's death row for women. And on March 1998, Judy was executed by the electric chair in the Florida State Prison, honeys.
Bye, you evil bitch. Her last meal consisted of steamed broccoli, healthy to the end, asparagus, strawberries, tomato wedges, together with hot tea and lemon.
She wouldn't be snatched in hell, honey.
What the hell? When asked if she had her last words, Judy said, "No, sir." Her body was cremated. Oh my God. Like, that would not be my last meal.
Me
child.
neither.
I would want some, like, fried chicken. I want a steak.
I want a steak. I want French fries.
I'll take some ice cream, too.
I want some pasta.
And some bread, all things that we avoid.
I want some wine.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I'll take some drugs, too, just to say I did.
this is a meal of misery.
I know. Freaking broccoli.
Why is she keeping it light, tight, and right for? She going to...
Okay. I guess
Hell.
she's trying to, like, seduce Satan. To see if she could, like, I don't know, work her way up the hell hierarchy. I don't know.
Oh, Judy was the first woman to be executed in Florida since 1848. I wonder what happened to that
Crazy.
poor soul.
Damn.
And she...
Oh, I know. That's a good story. We're going to look
okay.
into that.
Yeah, we should.
Yes.
She was the first woman in the U.S. to be electrocuted since 1976.
My birth year. Mhm. A law enforcement official said, "I was present when James Goodyear's body was exhumed. When it was cracked open, the crypt emanated a visible cloud of the strangest odor I had ever smelled in my life. I did not expect Goodyear to be recognizable after 15 years in a wet casket, but his body was well intact from the arsenic."
I have questions. So, if you open a normal non-arsenic casket, wouldn't that sting too from the rotting remains inside?
I don't know, but it preserved it though.
Well, let's take that right before we're going to die.
Okay, child, we going on to other life. We coming back as God knows what.
We'll leave
mermaid?
a good-looking corpse behind, honey.
Child.
And why was the casket wet?
I don't know. Blame Judy.
Judy was the coldest person I have ever met. It was a hot summer day when she was transported to Orange County, but just looking at her gave me chills. She denied everything to the end.
Since I was involved in the investigation, since its inception, I attended the execution. It was the first time I saw Judy's express emotion. Paralyzed by fear, she had to be carried in by the guards. Her eyes were closed and her hands clenched as she was strapped to the electric chair. She had no final words. Lord have mercy.
I have no words either.
I know. We got to do like a deep dive into the first woman who was executed.
We do.
In the
That
18
sounds
What
fascinating.
did she do?
Check back next week, Bougie Crew.
I have a picture of Judy if you guys want to see it.
Yes.
She was not cute.
She wasn't cute, but she definitely doesn't look like a murderer.
What, are you interested in her?
No, not at
She
all.
does look like a murderer. Are you kidding me?
She looks like,
Look at-
God, one of
look at
our
that
old neighbors.
face.
What was Bittler?
Oh, she
She looks
does.
like Bittler.
Fajuk.
A
Yeah, she
brunette
definitely looks
Bittler.
like someone I wouldn't want to mess
Make
with.
that one bigger where your cursor is. That one. Oh,
she looks like Bittler.
She looks like Gladys Schmittler.
Yep.
Oh,
Schmittler as in
she
Hitler.
does look like a killer. She don't look like nobody's Nana.
No.
Well, to change the mood here, my Bougie Bible pick is Urban Decay's All Nighter.
Ooh.
It's the setting spray. It is long lasting, and it's got this really lovely watermelon fragrance. If you ever had the Lip Smackers watermelon when you were a kid, it reminds me of that. It's got hyaluronic acid, and they have a couple different versions, but this is the hyaluronic acid version, which gives you a luminous, dewy look. It's smudge proof and transfer resistant, and it's just fun. And it has, I don't know why it has 2 lids, but I love this watermelon scent. Yes, of course.
I love the packaging.
It's a little pricey. It's
that
about
smells good.
$35, but
What?
it works.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It smells divine.
I like
smells
it.
Quite natural.
Mhm. I mean, you can get a smaller one for $17, but
It's lovely.
yep.
So, you guys, my Bougie Bible pick this week is an app called Better Me, and it's a health coaching app. And it's good to supplement if you don't have a personal trainer, or, you know what I mean? You just, if you like miss a workout, a class, or whatever, it is awesome. It's tailored to like your age,
Oh.
what type of like body structure you have, what your current weight is, what your goals are.
Okay.
And then it sets out like really short calisthenic workouts that you can do at home, and it times it. It has music, or you can integrate it with your own music. It tells you how many calories you're burning per exercise, and it's literally only like 5 or so, maybe not, no, I lied, maybe like six different exercises with a warm up and a warm down and a bunch of stuff in between, but they're really easy, and everything is under like the whole workout every day is like under 28 minutes. Like, it's really
Nice.
good and you sweat, and like I've synced it to my Apple Watch.
Yep.
And the calorie
Oh,
burn.
that's cool.
And it's actually accurate. It's
Okay,
shocking.
that's awesome.
But they have over 1,500 workouts. They have meal plans, progress tracking. It's really good. And there's like a small subscription fee, and I think it's totally worth it. So check it out, you guys, on the App Store. It's called Better Me app.
Thanks.
Yes.
Benjimoto, do you have a Bougie Bible this week? If not, that's fine.
This week I do not, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
from
I
last
didn't want
week.
to slight you if you did. So that's all we got. Give the gift of crazy, because it 'tis the holiday season.
Yes, it is. And give us a 5-star rating wherever you get your podcast. Follow us on your favorite podcast episode to never miss an episode, and give us a gift of a review.
The least
Boos.
y'all could do.
I know.
We're on the gram at Crazy Rich Neighbors, Facebook, CRN Podcast. We're on YouTube and the Tiki-Taki.
Email us some love or hate at info@crazyrichneighbors.com.
And remember, if you have to ask who your crazy neighbor is, it's probably you.
Bye, Bougie Crew. Love you.
Be good.
Be good. Bye. Period.
Ah, shit. I
That
gotta go.